When you're ready, then just click the button to the call-in button to come in, and then I will load you in. Oh my goodness!
A is accountability.
I'm gonna go ahead and record this if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, the word track is an acronym, and the T stands for time, which is being totally, the whole program is all about awareness. It's all about how you use your time. You know, if we say we're busy all the time, busy isn't necessarily always great. If it's busy productive, that's great. So you need to have a nice little balance there. Oh, there's Amy again.
Come on.
Amy, we're just testing to make sure that the seat wasn't broken. So the R is relationships, like I said. It could be with yourself, a vendor, a client, whomever. The A is accountability, and you said focus. So definitely what keeps you accountable to stay forward moving. And the C is clarity. Are you super clear on where you want to go? And that's where my journey boards and strategy boards come in. You know, that's accountability, clarity, and all that. And then the K is to get the keys to a rewarding personal journey.
I love that track.
The words that you were saying is exactly what I say, but in a different way. I mean, we're going towards the same direction.
Yes, I love that. I love that you've come up with that acronym. I absolutely love that.
Yeah. And I can hop out now that Amy's here if she
Amy, you
wants to try
to get on.
Is the seat locked? Like this seat, I can't. Oh, but I wouldn't be able to because I'm already in. I wasn't sure if it was getting the purple arrow for her.
Okay, well, I just made your host so that you can see. I think I made your host. It's not locked, right? It's not. Everything. She should.
Nope, it's locked. It says open.
There's another seat. Amy, can you try to get on? Oh, Chris, when were you going to come back on the show? They want to know when you're coming back on. I guess we'll have to schedule for you to, because you've got some good stuff.
Anytime. And I'm glad to see that you're posting your blabs in the group. That's really super.
Because I able to do that. I'm like, because there's always something about in this group you can do this, and this group you can't do it, and this one you have to post to a thread, and this one is just like, what? Which one can I do? So I read before I posted, and I didn't see anything, so I said, well, I'll take a chance.
There's a purpose that description is only 3 lines. We'll all work within our boundaries. If it gets out of hand, we'll say something, but how do we know that you're having this amazing information or this amazing content if you don't share it with us? Because, I stumbled upon your page because I started going in and looking, but if you don't post it where we're hanging out, we don't know that you're doing, amazing work. So absolutely.
And Lou wants to know what group you want to go ahead and post the name of your Facebook group in there.
Yeah, if you're okay with that.
Okay with that, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So anyone that's interested, then please go ahead and sign up. Look at the group. She does some really, really awesome things. I actually found Chris here on Blab and joined her group from a Blab that I was on. Yes, gracias, she says. Amy, please try to come back on. Please, I'm begging.
Yes.
Please. Yay. Okay.
We're all going to cross our fingers, cross our toes, send good vibes, because we want to hear her.
I do. I wanted so badly to hear, and she's in studying French. I so wanted to hear some French.
Yay!
Yes! Yay! Now it's going to
I live in a area, and it seems like my Wi-Fi is horrible. My cell phone signal is horrible. I couldn't sign on with my laptop because apparently the software isn't compatible with my computer. But here we are.
Yay!
Yay.
Very nice.
Done is
So
better
you
than
have,
perfect. Yay.
yeah,
That's not to be
yeah.
perfect. It just got to be done. So yay, yay, yay. Well,
So you have an interview prepared. I'll go ahead and hop out then, so you can go ahead and do your interview then. But I'm gonna hang out in the chat
please,
because I'm
please do.
anxious to hear it.
Yes, yes, great. Well, thank you so
Good
much.
to see you, Amy.
Okay, Amy, I'm so happy to have you here. I am so happy that you're able to get on. I was so excited that you were going to be coming on the Big O Show because we've got some really pleasant, interesting things going on, especially that I really love because I love French everything, right? So when I saw that, I'm just like, ooh, French. So welcome to the Big O TV. Everyone, let me just tell you what Amy has going on. Amy is the founder and creator of the blog Freckles and Bliss, a site geared towards inspiring women to live a life of excellence while rejecting the perfection mindset, something we were really needing today. Amy is a wife and mother of 3 lovely daughters, 3 cats, and a dog. She's currently studying French at her local university where she developed a passion for French culture, much to the dismay of her England-loving husband. This led her to the French idea of bon vivant, one who lives well. While she goes through the process of learning how to live a quality life, she invites other women to join her on the adventure. Love it. Welcome to the Big O TV, Amy. So great to have
Thank you
here.
so much.
Now, the first thing I have to ask,
I'm excited to see you.
good, yay, is did I pronounce that right? Bon vivant, bon vivant. How do you say that?
Bon vivant.
Bon vivant. Everyone say it together. Bon vivant.
English, it's just bon vivant.
Bon vivant. I
But
love
it's
it.
so much better in French.
Definitely so. I can definitely imagine that. How'd you get into wanting to even study French? Did we freeze up?
Okay, there you are.
Oh, okay. Did you hear my question? Can you hear me?
I didn't get anything you just said.
Okay, let's try it again. My question was, how did you get into the French culture, the French language? How did you even begin to start studying French? Oh,
I actually went in as a graphic design major, and I needed to take a language class to meet my degree requirements, 2 years of a language. And I'm Hispanic, and I really considered Spanish, but just something about French called my name. So I got into my first class and I just completely fell in love with the language. It's just everything. Okay, almost everything sounds better in French. There's a couple words where it's just like, I don't know about that. But I mean, I learned the word for garbage can, la poubelle. So go throw this in. I mean, it's just so elegant and beautiful. So uh, I began researching the culture because in order to really understand a language, you need to understand the culture. And it's just this entire world opened up before me. And I started reading books and blogs and anything that I could find to just really try to understand. And I wound up switching my degree from graphic design to French, which has really bitten me in the rear because as I'm trying to blog, graphic design skills really would have been useful.
yes.
But
Wonderful. I have that issue too, which is one of the reasons why I started to do a little bit more videos than blogging because, well, I guess it really didn't really make a difference with that, but the pictures itself was a little bit easier to make with if I just put a picture of myself on there and then write some words across the screen instead of making a whole graphic of something that is in reference to what I'm doing. So, well, great. I love that story. Well, let's dig right on in since we're kind of late on in the program. Let me ask you the first question. So, what has been the biggest challenge that you've encountered in your business and why?
I would say it's actually my need for perfection. I hope you're done talking because I think you kind of went out. So I'm just going to try to answer, and hopefully I'm not talking over you. But I am a perfectionist. And often when you think of a perfectionist, you think of something, or I'm sorry, you think of somebody that will work 10 hours on a project in order to get every single minute detail perfect. And while I do have those days, I'm actually the type of perfectionist where if I know I cannot do it as well as I want, I won't even bother. I will just walk away, and because if I can't do it perfectly, it's not worth doing. And that has been very damaging as an entrepreneur, and it's also been damaging in my life because there are just things that you need to do uh, regardless of whether or not you can do them perfectly, and I'm just like, nope. So that actually is where the name of my blog stems from, Freckles and Bliss. I have, you can't really see it so much, especially that now that I'm older, but I have a face full of freckles. And growing up, I was teased mercilessly. Do you remember Pee Wee Herman, Connect the Dots? Connect the dots, love. Kids would sing that song to me. I had friends who refused to touch me because they were afraid to catch my freckles. Freckles were not cute in the 80s. They were considered to, women would wear makeup to cover their freckles. And I just started thinking about this whole perfection thing. And I really started thinking about my freckles, and they're a part of me. And it's like learning to embrace that side of me. It gave me peace, and re-examining my views on perfection. It's just lifted this weight off of my chest.
That's beautiful. And Catherine is saying that she wanted freckles. She said, I'd have rubbed all over you trying to catch them. Exactly.
It's so funny. I have 3 daughters. The oldest have like a little sprinkling of like brown sugar right here, and my youngest has no freckles, and she's like, "Mommy, I want freckles like you." And I'm like, "What are you talking?" I would have appreciated the affection when I was 8.
Right, exactly. I understand that. So tell me, what did you do to overcome the obstacle in your business and in your life?
Yeah, letting go. Just making the mindful decision to let go. And that is something that really, really attracted me to French culture. The women there, they don't hide behind a face of makeup.
Mm-hmm.
They typically don't have no surgery. If you have a big nose, and you embrace that nose because that is the nose God gave you, and it's different and it's unique, and things like that are just celebrated, and things are just, they don't try to be perfect. Their goal is quality, and when I started thinking about that, I realized that what I was doing, my mindset, things I was doing in my life, I wasn't happy. And just being able to let go and trying to live a more quality-filled life, striving for excellence, trying to be good and great, but not the all-encompassing
Right.
perfect. I feel like I can breathe. And what really brought it into focus for me with the excellence is I read this amazing quote from Michael J. Fox. It goes something like, I have it on my phone. However, we're using the phone right now, so I'm going to try to. But he basically says he has never made the mistake of confusing excellence with perfection. Excellence he can achieve, but perfection is best left to God. And
I mean,
I get
that is
goosebumps.
really deep.
I'm getting goosebumps
Yes,
right
I
now.
love that.
That,
That is absolutely deep. I can really, really resonate with that,
so
with the whole perfection and the excellence thing. I feel like I'm a Virgo, and I don't know if anyone knows about Virgos or even believes in all that stuff, but I'm a perfectionist to my core. And it has totally, totally hurt me in my business and in my life, really, because I want everything to be just so. And I look at this, that makes me go look at other people's websites and their businesses, and it's just like, well, I want mine like that. Well, I need mine to be like this, and I need to be doing that, and so it really does hurt you because it really stifles your creativity, what you have in your own self to be able to come out and be shown as the gifts that they really are. So I feel you on that one, girl.
absolutely. And then we also feel like we have to do everything ourselves. So one of the biggest hurdles for my blog has been I've gone self-hosted with Bluehost, and I have a WordPress plugin, and this idea that I have to do everything myself. I have to learn how to do WordPress. I have to learn how to do Photoshop. I have to learn to do this, and that. So that way I can say, I did everything myself and it's perfect. And look at what I've done. And I can't do everything. This is not a part of my skill set. So actually today I had an online consultation with someone who's really going to be able to help me. She's going to teach me things so I can work on my site myself, and I don't have to worry about having someone do something every time I want to tweak something. She's going to help me create my logo, and letting go and letting this wonderful expert walk in. It's just it's so freeing. And now I know that I'll be able to make my June 1st date of going live with my website.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I know that must have been a really, really hard step to take, to say, hey, I need this help. I can't do it. I'm not perfect. This is not my cup of tea. This is not my area. And to really just step out and get some help. That's a hard step.
And that's the biggest thing. You can't do it. And you can find someone to help you do it. Getting help is okay. It doesn't make us lesser people. It doesn't mean we're not valuable. It just means we need help.
Uh-oh. You cut out. You cut out. I can hear. We can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Every time you say that, I want to say good.
I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Well, let's see if we can keep going so that you can give as much knowledge as you possibly can to the people that are on the blab, and also for the people who are on the replay too. So so give us your best advice for the people who are struggling with the same problems that you've had.
Can you start at I lost you for a moment.
Can you hear me?
You're frozen.
You're gone? Can you hear me? Oh, she's gone. Oh no. Okay, yeah, this blab is, yes, the joy and excitement of technology. Catherine, oh my gosh, if that is just not exactly the right words. The joy, the excitement of technology. Yay! Toot, toot. Yeah, smile and keep going. I guess so. I guess I can talk to you guys about what I got going on, I guess, until she gets on. Let's see here. Hey, if you haven't signed up for the storage closet, I keep all of my freebies in the storage closet. I'm going to put the website in there so you guys can get it. But the storage closet is a bunch of organizational tools that you can use to help you get a head start on, by the way, Kat, to help you get a head start on organizing your biz for success. It's got sheets in there for to help you be more productive. There are tools in there to help you get more focused on what your goal is, and to help you really stay focused. And a lot of times what I find is that the come on with it. Come on with it. A lot of times what I find in when people have when people are busy creatives, I know if you guys have ever heard that term, they're like saying it like crazy, you know, but I consider myself a creative. I was a vendor for over 20 years. And when I say vendor, it's like my first business I started, I made my own soaps and lotions, and I used to go and sell them at bazaars and at church functions and at craft shows, just any place. And so from there, I started making so many different things. I had my hand in pottery and in paintings and in all kinds of stuff. It was just crazy, but that's just how I am. I'm just like one of those people. And a lot of creatives they have their hands in so many different things that it's really, really hard for them to stay focused and achieve their goals. So that's what I found that, yeah, exactly. You really do, you know. And one of the things that people don't realize, well, for me anyway, what I realized for myself is that I had to slow down and focus on one thing. And then I could bring in another thing. And then I could bring in another thing, because I was really not getting anything accomplished, not to any satisfaction that I wanted anyway, you know. So I really wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to, because I was so torn apart in doing this and this and this, that I really wasn't able to see any success. So what I did was I stopped and I said, well, what is it that I really want to do? Okay, so this is what I really want to do. And that's what I started focusing on. And I started to see so much more achievements of the goals that I set out for myself, because I was able to focus. Now, as women, a lot of times we multitask, right? Like I'm doing right now with this cat walking all around and trying to talk to you all, and really hoping and praying that Amy comes back on, because I wanted to hear her good stuff. But we multitask a lot, right? Well, sometimes that does hurt us, you know, as business owners, as solopreneurs, because that's what a lot of us are. We're working in our business on our own. We tend to do too many things at one time. And one of the biggest things you can do for yourself to really help yourself succeed is to try to take away that multitasking gift that we have naturally, and to try to focus on one thing at a time. And even if that time is like in small chunks, Let me tell you, a few days ago, I had like 15 minutes. And so I went and I hurried up and I put some makeup on and I do my hair and, and I put my jacket on and everything. I sat and I made like 6 videos in 15 minutes. So it was like, that's all the time I had. So they were really short videos, but it's amazing what you can get accomplished when you are focused on your task, not multitasking, and really trying to get done what needs to get done. You can do it, but you can't do all that multitasking. You can't stop and do Facebook this, and you can't go and do a newsletter that and opt in that, and you have to really focus. And that's really, really hard for people to do. And that's kind of what I help people to do, is to show you how to do it. And by helping you break down what your goal is and helping you stay focused on achieving that goal, the different steps that you can take to do that. It's really about prioritizing, because just like Chris, when she was talking about being busy, every bit of busy isn't good busy, so you can be busy, but you may not be productive in that busyness. So what are you really doing with your time? And I actually just did a video, one of the videos I shot just a few days ago, and it's actually on my website now, and it's called I think I said, what's really going on with your time. And it talks about time charting as a way to see what's going on with your time. And that's not an easy task in itself. It's not. Time charting is just like if you've ever tried to lose weight or try to see where your money is going. It's the same thing of documenting each and everything that you're doing. So it's not an easy task, but I would suggest, if you're having a hard time with seeing where your time is going, so that you can really be your most productive in the areas that matter, time charting is a great way to see that. So, oh girl, yes, I do. I love time blocks too. As a matter of fact, me and Lou, we were talking about a lot of people that I work with, they don't like the word schedule. So I started saying timetable. Make a timetable. It's like, well, what's a timetable? Well, let me show you what a timetable is. Because that whole schedule, it makes people, especially people who are creative, it makes them run the opposite direction. Oh my gosh, I want to be on a schedule. It's like restrictive, right? But if you just use a different word and really give them what they need, it's really the same thing. Let's see, Catherine says, I recently reset my schedule into segments by breaking down each hour. Wow. 2010, 2010. And that has allowed me to stay on task most days. I mean, well, you can't be perfect. And that's another thing that what I loved about what Amy was saying is you're never going to be perfect, but you want to get as close to what you want for your lifestyle as possible. And that's what it's all about. Let's see. And Chris says, oh, okay, this is Catherine. I just have segments because I never know what I can tackle, so I have to leave it flexible. I just jump on something. Let's see, let me try to get her in there one more time. Come on, Amy. I just jump on something on my to-do list and have my to-do list broken into segments, so I know, what I can do when. That is awesome. I love that. I absolutely love that. Hey, Amy. That's all for you, girl.
I'm here. We can do it the French way, the double cheek.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Uh-oh, did we freeze up again? Can you hear me?
And the timetables. I'm going to have to try the blocking.
Yes, blocking is awesome. I love blocking. I use it. I homeschool my 8-year-old, and I use blocking for my homeschooling. And it actually, I wasn't even really using it in my business as much, but when I started time blocking with my 8-year-old, it opened up a whole other world for me that I thought, I'm gonna have to try this with my business. So I did, and it works. It works very well, very, very well. So what I wanted you to do, Amy, is before things cut back out, is I wanted you to give your best advice to people who are struggling with the same issues that you have.
Know that we don't have to rush to everything. Our country, we go, 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 do, now, 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 now. And it's just very much this instant gratification. There's definitely something to be said about taking your time and doing things mindfully. The only person you're in competition with is yourself.
Uh-oh. Come back to us, Amy.
And
come to the light. Come to the
better.
We didn't hear that last part.
Just you're the best. The only person you're in competition with is yourself, and it's being your best you today. Sometimes your best you today is not as good as it was yesterday, and perhaps tomorrow it will be even better. But keeping up with the Joneses, trying to be the best at everything over everybody, just letting that go. And this will help you get to the core of who you really are and what your business is about, what your life is about. And you're not living someone else's life, and you're not doing someone else's business.
Right. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy that all the struggle that you've been going through, because we really haven't, you've been going through, has really paid off to hear just even that little bit. If no one gets anything out of this, I hope that they will hear you when you say that slowing down and just being yourself is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It is absolutely wonderful. I love that. Thank you. Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I am really happy that I've been able to be here today. This has absolutely been a wonderful experience with you. I'm definitely going to be watching your show every Friday.
Yay! Thank you.
You have a new fan.
Hey, back at you, girl. Well, before we go, does anyone have any questions? I wanted to give everyone a chance who would like to ask you a question. If you guys have any questions, then please type it in the box, in the chat. The only thing that I will ask of you, if you can, please type a / and then a Q, and then the question will pop up so that we can see it a little bit more easier. But if you can't, then no problem, but just go ahead. So please, if anyone has any questions, this is a great time to ask. Oh, we want you back. That's what they're saying.
Thank you. Well, perhaps I can come back after I've actually gone live.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work out the kinks with your computer. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get on. What's not compatible? Maybe it's a browser issue. Maybe if you use Chrome or something like that.
Browser issue. I have a Surface 1 tablet, and the only browser I can have is Internet Explorer, which is not compatible with Blab.
Ooh. Okay.
To call in. I watch the show, but I can't call in.
Okay. Well, that's sucky. But, we'll have to figure something else out. Yeah, because definitely everything that you've said has been such a blessing for us to hear. I mean, it's been totally amazing. So, I mean, just beautiful. So, well, thank you. If no one else has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the show. I thank you all so much. Yes, please come back when you go live. You have great nuggets. Oh, Amy, you have great. Yes.
If you follow my blog after I go live, you'll really understand how much that means to me and why that means so much to me. And thank you, everyone, for your just being so kind and nice. You really are a great group.
Hey, do you want to go ahead and put your Facebook address or in the box so that people can connect with you on Facebook?
You're welcome, Chris.
Well, let me see if
this actually will not let me type
find you
anything
on
in.
here, and let me see what I can do here real quick, because we've got to get you. Here we go. I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so here it is. This is Amy's Facebook page. So if you guys just click on the link, then you'll be able to friend her and see what she's up to, and get all her wonderful nuggets and that she's gonna have on her website and on her Facebook page, because we are really going to push Amy to get that website done by June the 1st, so that we can we can continue to get all of her good nuggets. So. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Loved having you here. And welcome again to the Big O TV. You are family here, and we love you. Yay! Now this is great job, ladies. This is amazing coming from Chris, because she's like a blab pro. So if she says we did good, then we did good. So
I don't know. Did you see anything like that? Let me pull back.
Mwah, mwah. Okay, ladies, thank you so much. It's been really, really great. I'm going to pause the recording.
Take care.